I'm Janelle Stelton-Holtmeyer, Associate Editor of Modern Distribution Management, and today I'm talking with Chip Hornsby, CEO of Morrison Supply Company. Hi, Chip. How are you today?
Doing well, thank you.
So, how has business been at Morrison Supply? I know you haven't been there long, but I'm sure you got a handle on what's going on.
Yeah, I'm very pleased with the whole transition. We're exactly at the 100-day mark and really encouraged with how our associate base has responded to the changes as far as in leadership and management. Continue to focus as far as on taking care of our customers, and encouraged with what I've seen for the first brief period of time and where the opportunities lie ahead for us. It will sound like I'm putting a plug in for Advent, and I am. Their reputation as a private equity firm are truly builders of businesses, not financial engineers that you hear so much about criticized in the press today. And if you look at their track record, that's honestly what attracted me to them specifically versus some of the other firms I considered, is their reputation, being builders of business and creating a business environment that goes on and succeeds well beyond their ownership.
Great. So what's the outlook for 2012?
Certainly some improvement, and when I say some, I mean it's very gradual. We've been through this before as to whether or not it's more of a blip, but overall I think the environment, particularly here in the Southwest, is encouraging from the standpoint of being a very pro-business state, as well as the influence of the energy sector on oil and gas. So far from being any type of significant recovery, but I do think they were well positioned as far as in the Southwest to see some improvement, though I do think it'll be very gradual throughout the balance of the year.
Are there specific areas where you're seeing opportunity for this year?
Certainly the multifamily, again, being construction distribution, multifamily is showing some signs of improvement, along those lines. I think it's the entry-level home, single-family home is also beginning to show a little bit of recovery, but we're still having to deal with, particularly on the higher-end homes and the larger homes, the shadow inventory and the foreclosures and short selling that's occurring. But overall, I think the entry-level homes and as well as the multifamily is beginning to show a little bit of sign of recovery.
How about some continued weakness? Are there areas that just aren't growing as well yet?
Well, certainly the concern would be the non-residential sector from the public end. Obviously, with the deficits that not only the federal government, but the states and the localities, the municipalities are running, is having an influence on the expansion as far as of county halls, administrative buildings, schools, etc. But most of that's been expected, and I think it'll take another year or so before that gets worked out and the budgets are more balanced and there's investment as far as in infrastructure going forward on the public level.
As we've already mentioned, you just recently took on this top role here at Morrison Supply Company after the investment by Advent International. What are your top goals for the company?
I think the key area is three components. The first being our people, being certain that we have engaged associates that are involved on an ongoing basis of creating the success for the future of our organization. As a distributor, partnering with our suppliers to be able to continue to grow and expand. And a key component obviously is our customers, and being certain that we're aligned with our customers' needs and expectations, particularly after there's been such a reset as far as in the industry as to what the new economy, particularly the construction economy, will look like. So those are probably the three components that we're the most focused on.
So most people know you from your time at Ferguson and Wolseley. How will that experience working with those companies help you in your current role as CEO of Morrison?
Well, the people development, the associate engagement are at the forefront. I have a very simple philosophy of take care of your people and they'll take care of your customers. And I think that's a key component no matter where you are in the distribution business, and being certain that you're aligned with what your customers' expectations are and having associates that are trained and engaged in that type of service.
Could you talk a little bit about the value of training?
Again, we're trying to create an environment here that's people first. We understand as a distributor, the epitome of a middleman, that the value we bring is the service levels that we bring to our customer base as well as to our supplier partners. In many ways, we're really a logistics provider, meaning that we buy in bulk and ship in pieces from thousands of suppliers to tens of thousands of customers. So the people aspect of it is absolutely critical. The attention as far as in that area will continue to accelerate, being certain that we have individuals that are capable of not only meeting the expectations and demands of the job responsibilities today, but also prepared for the future is critical.
So do you have plans for implementing or expanding training programs available there at Morrison?
Absolutely. Exactly what we do, though, I'd like to get out and survey more or less where our people feel they are, the needs that we have based on our customers, and then match the two up and then begin to prepare the program accordingly.
Well, the last question I have for you right now is a question that we ask every one of the executives that we talk to for this segment, and that is, what are the top 3 things that should wake managers and executives up at night right now? In other words, what are the top 3 things that should be front of mind?
From my perspective, particularly being in the distribution industry after such a huge reset as far as in the overall economy, particularly construction, is to have trained and talented individuals as far as on your team, and being certain that you're, one, identifying those that have high potential, preparing them for additional responsibilities, particularly as the economy improves and especially as we continue to grow in this market. I would put that at the forefront. Certainly areas that we can't control, but we've got to be able to respond and react to is the overall economy, whether it be improvements or downturns again, and being able to respond appropriately. And then another key component is meeting our customers' expectations as those trends continue to evolve and change. We're much more focused on the repair and remodeling aspect of what's going on for our sector than the new residential construction, and will likely continue to be so, because I do think that housing starts, whatever recovery we'll have, will be slow and gradual for quite some time.
That's all the questions I have for you right now, so thank you so much for your time today, Chip.
Thank you.